Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Sunday. I can't believe it's Sunday already. The weeks are going by so fast. Here it is, September 3rd already. And can you believe it? We are only 3 days away from the new catalog, the new mini catalog launching. So the September to December mini catalog will be live for 4 months or thereabouts till early January. It is so full of amazing products, focused on a lot on Christmas, also fall, also Halloween, and there's other products in there. It is amazing, and I know you're going to love it. So if you haven't received a catalog from me yet, and you would like one, hey Betty, hey Nancy, just reach out and let me know. I'm happy to send you one. If you have been a customer or if you're already a demonstrator, you of course have your own. But if you have purchased from me in the last year, you hopefully have received your catalog in the mail. And know how amazing it is. Hey, Pam, welcome. Hey, Lynette. Hey, everybody's here today. That's amazing. Thanks for joining. All right, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to make a card. It's going to be around simple stamping. So I'm going to keep it pretty simple, but this is a technique I haven't done in a while. But I absolutely love this technique. It's so easy to do, and it makes a really pretty card. And I'm using the Magical Meadow, which is part of the Winter Meadow suite from the new catalog. Oh, that's good, Betty. It's big on your TV, hopefully. It's part of the Winter Meadow suite that is in the catalog, and there's the feature for the upcoming Creativity Abound Stamp Camp. So I wanted to share this with you. Now, I'm only using the stamp set and the embellishments from this suite, but the suite includes a stamp set and die bundle, amazing designer series paper, some specialty paper with really pretty foils on it. And let's see, ribbon and these embellishments that I'm using. So it is such an amazing suite, and it is part of the Creativity Abound Stamp Camp. So we'll share some projects on our blog this month in the as part of the blog hop, but the stamp camp is October 20th to 21st in North America. And if you purchase the suite, you will get 13 make and takes from the suite, as well as access to a Facebook group with 13, we'll share 13 bonus projects. It's really fun, the stamp camp. So if you're interested in that, reach out. If you don't live in Canada and you're interested, reach out and I will give you the name of the demonstrators in your market. We have demonstrators in the US, the UK, the Netherlands, Australia, and New Zealand. So wherever you are in the world watching, I can find a demonstrator for you that can help you with this. All right, Magical Meadow. This is the stamp set. It is a distinctive stamp set, and the images are at 80%. So they look much smaller than they are. So this is the image I'm going to use. So it is quite a bit smaller than what is on the front. Okay, what's the technique I'm going to use? Well, it is a technique where you ink up one of the acrylic clear blocks and then stamp. And then I'm going to stamp in a darker color, and I'm going to use this one right over top of it. So it's, I said, really simple, but I love the effect. So I've got a piece of thick, basic white cardstock that's 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score it at 4.25. Sometimes it's really hard. I think certainly I know I do this. I focus on avid cards for avid stampers. So lots of die cuts, embellishments, but simple cards, clean and simple cards can be just as beautiful as the really avid cards with lots of layers. And sometimes, particularly for me, sometimes they can be harder to make than an avid card. Looking at the comments. Yeah, Petty cataract surgery. I'm hopefully glad that it went well, and that you are able to see. I still need my glasses, but I don't have cataracts yet. All right, so I've got a clear block I'm using. This is block H. So I'm going to stamp it here. Now, when you do this, you want to ink up your block. And literally, you're inking up your block. And I'm using a fairly light color. I'm using smoky slate. So just tap your block. And if you want to stamp off, you can. I'm trying to get rid of it does have some bubbles when you ink up. So I'm trying to not have lines. I'm okay with the bubbles because it creates kind of a cool effect. And so I'm just going to position this. I'm going towards the left-hand side. And I'm stamping right on my paper. So look at what you get. You kind of get, and I didn't do it completely straight, but that's okay. I kind of wish I'd stamped off because it is quite dark. So I think I'm going to change my mind. Originally, I was going to use my markers. And I think I'm just going to try. I'm going to see what this looks like because I was thinking I would use red. I'm going to just try and see how dark this is. But I may switch it up and just use tuxedo black because I have a feeling that my pebbled path, hey, is it Maya? Tell me if I've got that right. Maya from the Netherlands, welcome. So I think I'm going to use Memento just because I want this to show on that, because I'm going to stamp this over my so it does show. I kind of, like I said, I kind of wish I had stamped that in stamped off on the smoky slate, but that's okay. It'll be good. So we're going to keep it, like I said, so we'll test that, make sure it's straight. So I'm going to use the stamp that says Winter Wishes down here. So like I said, pretty simple card. Now, if you wanted to, you could, let's see, I'm going to try this. You could see if, I'll see if this, if I ink this up, I'm testing here. Ink this up, and I'm going to stamp. And now I'm just going to use my marker and see. It doesn't really show. I was thinking maybe I could, doesn't really show on there. One thing you could do if you have some of the, okay, perfect. Well, welcome. If you have some of the, or buy some of the, it's called loose holly and sequence gems. There are some red gems in there that you could use, but if you have some of the red rhinestones, you could use those on the holly. I think I'm just going to kind of leave it being kind of plain and simple. Well, I shouldn't say plain because I think it's kind of a pretty card. These are the embellishments, Faceted Gems Trio. They come in Lost Lagoon, white, and smoky slate. So I'm just going, they're quite big, so that they're definitely kind of, if you're mailing this might in Canada anyway cost a little bit more to mail, but I'm just going to put some gems on. And there we go. So let's, since we have keep it simple, let's do a little bit more stamping on the inside. I like when you use the basic white. So we're just going to stamp that on the inside. Basic white. And you can just, you don't have to put a layer on the inside. But I don't know if you can see that, how pretty it is. It definitely is distinctive. So there we go. I could have, like I said, cut it a little straighter, but actually it looks straighter on camera than it is actually in person. So hopefully that'll be the case. Anyway, simple card, ink, paper, and stamps. And I've added some embellishments because, well, yeah, I kind of have to. Essential elements. Yeah, you're right. They might. Anyway, so that's my simple card, simple stamping. So I think it's a challenge for us to actually try to do some simple stamping and not always have to add the layers that we tend to. At least I always seem to be adding layer after layer. And so definitely challenge yourself to see if you can make a card that doesn't have any die cuts. That's the hard part. or doesn't use your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I'm in a blog hop once a month that's called Casually Crafting. It's on the, I think it's like the second or third Saturday of the month, I think, where we're challenged to create a card that doesn't use the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And so I always grab for it, even if it's to do some embossing. And of course we can't do it. So anyway, it is hard, but try it, challenge it, because I think you'll find that the cards are beautiful. I could have maybe even added, maybe I will do that afterwards, on the berries, just use a little bit of Wink of Stella just to add a little bit of shimmer to those. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Now, tomorrow, for those of you who join me typically on Monday nights for my card class, it's Labor Day, so we'll take a day off. But I will be back on Tuesday at 2 o'clock with my sketch challenge. So I hope you'll join me then. And again, if you're interested in finding more information out on the Stamp Camp in October, just reach out to me. I'm happy to give you the information on how you can do it. And if you're not in Canada, for example, in the Netherlands, I can put you in touch with a demonstrator that is in the Netherlands on our design team, or in any market. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great day. Happy stamping. Bye.